The following drama is based on the known facts and new information behind a real criminal case. Tonight, the story of the White House Farm murders.
Seems a local magistrate, 61-year-old Neville Bamber, phones his son. Says he's being threatened with a gun by his 27-year-old daughter, who's gone mad. The line goes dead. What's happened's anyone's guess.
Hello? Jeremy?
Everything's going well.
What?
There's something wrong at the farm.
Jeremy, what are you talking about?
Haven't had any sleep all night.
Look, go to bed. Everything will be okay in the morning.
Yeah, I've got to go. Bye, honey. Love you lots. The murder's not wrong. It's just society that says it is.
Jeremy, you...
Whiskey Victor 2-2, Control, Kilo 60. Perfect 2, 10-1. 10-5.
Your sister. So what can you tell us?
Well, she's a bit of a nutter, a psychopath. She's recently come out of mental hospital and has tried to kill herself before, several times. In fact,
She ever used her gun before?
yeah, she used to come target shooting with me.
Right, I want you to go back there, draw a plan of the house and grounds, showing all possible exits.
You don't think she's going to shoot at us, do you?
Movement inside house. Over.
What is it, over?
Everybody down.
What's happening, over?
I thought I saw a shadow moving about in the house. Over.
I'm coming round, over. Sheila, can you put the phone back on the hook? I want to talk with you. Who's she more likely to be upset at seeing, you or us?
Both of us. I don't get on with her at all.
We only want to help you.
She likes to be told she looks pretty.
Sheila, I know you haven't been feeling very well. Do you want to talk to me about it?
Oh, God. I hope she hasn't done anything silly.
Is that your car, the GT?
For the moment, yeah.
Like fast cars.
Yeah. Business is going to stand me a Porsche in a few weeks.
Very nice. Nice car.
Just a dog yapping. I don't like it. Well, either there's no one in there, or we've got 4 dead bodies and a nutter with a gun.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, fine. Just fine.
Is there anybody we could contact for you?
I want Julie, my girlfriend.
We're going in. Go.
One dead male adult in the kitchen.
Looks like you put up a fight. Going upstairs. Bloodstains on the wall. Going into rear bedroom. 2 kids. Dead. Going along landing. Something coming. It's the dog. into master bedroom. She's here. With her mother. Both dead.
What's happened in there?
Dad, look, I don't want to worry you, but I've just heard there are police up at Uncle Neville's farm.
Police? Oh, God, don't tell me they've been burgled.
I don't know, but they're armed. The road's blocked off. Auntie Jean just rang. She told me about it. She's got no details.
Anne, hold on a minute. Anne, have you phoned Uncle Neville?
No, that's the whole point. I can't get through to them.
Yeah, well, look, you better speak to your brother.
What's going on?
I'm never going to be able to go back in there.
When our scene of crime boys are finished, we'll clear it up for you.
Won't be long now, sir.
Have you got any relatives we can contact for you?
Thanks. Yeah, my girlfriend's coming up from London. Wish I could have some whiskey in it.
See if the doctor's got a flask or something, will he? Did your mother or father have any brothers or sisters we could contact?
Yes. Can you do that for me?
Give the constable the details, and he'll arrange for them to be informed. May I offer you our sincere sympathies, Mr. Bamber? If there's anything else we can do...
Thank you. It's good whiskey.
Much point, really. 4 murders and a suicide, end of story.
Hard to believe, isn't it?
The daughter goes berserk, shoots her parents, her 2 kids, then herself. I don't know. It's a real mess in there. Poor chap. Get his statement, but make sure he's off the premises before, we bring out the bodies. Right, let's go.
And I'm afraid I have to tell you that both your sons, Daniel and Nicholas, are also dead.
How did it happen?
I'm sorry, but we don't have any more information.
Did they know what was happening to them?
I really can't tell you any more. Our only orders are to take you to Essex. I'm afraid we need you to identify their bodies.
Yes, I've been out shooting rabbits, and I left the gun near the kitchen door.
Did you unload it?
Oh, yeah.
And your sister, was she used to handling a gun?
Well, she'd often been out shooting with my father and our cousin.
Did she get on well with your father?
I was very close to my father. But she, there'd been problems there for a long time. Hello? Anne. I've lost all my family.
They're all dead, all 5 of them. I mean, are you sure? Oh, my God. Oh, God. Sheila... I mean... Sheila loved those boys. I don't believe that she'd do anything to harm them. the boys when... I mean...
No, they didn't suffer, Mrs. Eaton. I can promise you that.
It might have been a different story. The police hadn't taken 11 minutes to believe me in the first place.
Why didn't you dial 999?
I didn't think it was that urgent. I'm all alone.
It's all right. I'll be your brother now.
There was this big argument at the house last night. Sheila just went crazy when Mum and Dad said that the kids had to be fostered out to a local family.
What? I'd never let that happen. Oh, God. What a bloody mess.
Yes, all right, sir. I will tell them. Yes, thank you.
What I don't understand is that Sheila didn't know one end of a gun from the other.
Well, hadn't she used a gun before?
Sheila, no, never. I mean, we knew she'd been ill, but we didn't think that she'd got this bad that she would...
Okay, sir. I will tell him. Thank you. It's a message for you, sir. It's your cousin. He's on his way.
It's turning into a bloody circus.
So, you don't know which boy slept in which bed?
No. I'm sorry. Since the divorce, I hardly went to the farm.
Now, I understand there was some family quarrel about fostering the boys out. Is that right?
Yes, Jeremy told me. The idea is completely crazy. I've got joint custody of the boys, so it never would have happened. The boys have been living with me since Sheila's breakdown. They're my whole world.
Now, we need you to identify the bodies.
No, I can't. I've already explained.
Well, I think you should do it.
I said I can't. I don't want to. I don't know. I don't know if their faces are messed up. I need to remember them as they were.
You must be Julie. Have you been told what's happened?
No.
Well, look, love, you're going to have to be very brave for your boyfriend's sake. He's in there and he's a bit of a state and he needs you.
You're going to do better.
Bitch. And then she killed herself.
Yes.
Well, perhaps you two would like a few moments alone.
Thank God you're here. I need you.
Jeremy.
Shh. Someone might hear.
You've got to tell me.
There's nothing to worry about. It's nearly all over.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize.
I should have been a bloody actor.
Julie, any statement to make? Julie! Here, I can't bear to look at them.
Thanks, son. Any chance of some coffee?
I don't know how you can be so normal. It's like when I saw the papers, it all became real. For a few minutes I forget, and then it's back worse than ever. I'm dreading today.
Oh, come on, you can't expect me to sit around here sobbing all day. Look, I'll tell you what. Once all this is over, let's go away on holiday. Just you and me.
I need to know, Jeremy. I need to know if...
What are my eyes telling you?
I don't know.
Look at me. Into my eyes. Don't you trust me? Everything's going to be all right. I promise.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Are you ready?
Thank you. It's all right. I want to do it.
So I think that just about wraps up the financial arrangements for the farm, at least in the short term.
Well, at least we won't grind to a halt. But I need to know where I stand financially as well. Can you give me an idea, approximately?
Well, I can go through the broad details with you. As for actual figures, well, it ultimately depends on the police.
How's that?
Well, we need to know the order in which your unfortunate family died.
Why?
Well, it could affect exactly how much you would inherit.
Is this Neville Bamber?
Yes.
They'd be better off dead. A whole bloody lot of them. A whole bloody lot of them. A whole bloody lot of them.
Is this Nicholas Caffell?
Yes.
And finally, is this Sheila Caffell?
Yes. I'd like a few minutes alone, please.
You all right?
It's just that I always thought that when someone's died, they know what we're thinking and what we've done.
You religious then, Julie?
I know you'll think I'm weird, but I was praying in there. I wanted to communicate with Sheila.
What do you want to say?
Nothing. I felt that I might be able to sense that she wanted to tell me something.
Like what?
We all need someone to talk to when something's troubling us. Do you know what I'm saying, Julie?
Yes. I'd like to go now, please.
Mother was like, Colin. She'll have
Anne's here. She brought me back, so I had to ask her in.
I saw a broomstick outside. Hello, Anne.
How are you?
Fine, thanks. I just come from the accountants. Do you know, there's a damn sight more to my father's estate than I thought.
Look, I've just been saying to Julie, I think we ought to be making arrangements for the funerals.
Oh, that's all in hand. I've got the accountant sorting it out.
What do you mean the accountant's sorting it out?
Well, he is the executor.
Well, doesn't Colin have a say in this?
I'll just go and see how the tea's doing.
Yes, he does, actually. We've discussed it and, well, he's making his own arrangement for the twins in London.
Well, it's good that you're dealing with this, Jeremy, but, wouldn't it have been nice if you could have talked it over with the family first, before the accountant?
Look, it's all sorted. They're being cremated.
Cremated? What for? I mean, why not a burial? That's the usual thing. Jeremy, your mother was a church warden. I think you should at least consult the vicar.
Look, I don't care what the sodding vicar thinks. I'm not having them buried. They're not whole.
What do you mean they're not whole? Did you go to the mortuary?
I don't need to see them to know what they'd be like. No, I'm sorry, I'm not arguing about it. The arrangements are going ahead.
Well, I hope you realise that there'll have to be an inquest first. I mean, the police have told me in a case...
Inquest? They won't need one, they know what happened.
Of course they'll need one, Jeremy. There has to be an inquest first. By law.
Oh, and we wouldn't want to break the law, would we, Anne?
Hello, Stan. How's it going?
Yeah, all right, George. You all right, son?
Sarge?
These youngsters don't have the stomach for it.
Who has? It's not that. I just think it's sick. Killing your own kids.
I'll lob that on the fire, will you?
Yeah, what you got in here then, eh?
Oh, she didn't have to make a mess. Well, the girl that did it was a model. Hate to say she was.
I'd love to see the back of this place.
Yeah. Well, I hope forensics in all this, eh?
They gave it to us. They're taking all they need.
Oh.
She was adopted, too.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd done it. I don't think she'd done it. And I think he's in it somewhere, too. Who's in it? Look, all I'm saying is that girl, I mean, she just don't add up as a crazy killer. And he don't add up as a grieving son.
Where's your evidence?
I've been there. I was with them all yesterday.
And I also spent time with that unfortunate young man immediately after the event. And his reactions were entirely consistent with the facts. And I don't like it when I overhear one of my sergeants spreading unsubstantiated assertions amongst my men. I will not have it. Are you trying to make me look a fool? I will not have it. Understand?
Bye, you old rogue.
Bye.
Come here.
Please let go. I can't, please.
Christ. Having another one of our bloody moods, are we?
I'm sorry. Do you know, this time last week I was coming out of the cinema. I didn't know it'd be the last week I'd ever be normal again.
You know what I was doing last week? Harvesting. They treated me like shit.
That's not true, and you know it. What did the twins ever do to you? Well, how can you live with yourself?
I can live with myself. I'm not weak.
Then why did you tell me? Why?
Hold on, don't start playing the little innocent now. You knew what I was going to do, way before it happened.
I didn't think you meant it.
Don't you ever forget. You're as implicated as I am.
You know, the thing that puzzles me is this family conference business. Dad?
Thanks.
I mean, fostering the boys out is the absolute last thing they do.
Well, they both knew that Colin had joint custody anyway.
The only person who's been showing any interest in guns recently is Jeremy. What was he doing there that night?
He left the gun out, didn't he?
Why aren't the police checking these things?
Well, if they were looking for a murderer, they would.
Well, perhaps there should be.
I don't have to say rubbish like this. I'm a busy man. You'll have to go.
Look, we're not trying to tell you how to do your job, but surely
Will you stop that writing? In my experience, in cases of this sort, there are often things that close relatives find it difficult to believe about a loved one.
There's just one last point. Sheila's coordination was such that to kill 4 people with 4 bullets was virtually impossible. I mean, even for an expert.
She fired 24 bullets. Accurately, I'll grant you.
That means that she would have had to reload the magazine. At least twice.
She would, yes.
Well, it's not that simple. I've been around guns all my life. It is not that straightforward.
Look, we knew her. You didn't. And you didn't see what the medication she was on did to her. She was like a bloody zombie, for God's sake. I mean, she could hardly pour tea into a cup.
So there are no other suspects then?
No. We've examined it from every angle and we see no reason to change our minds.
Looking for a new job then?
Oh, very funny.
Oh, come on, you're not going to play the drama queen on this one, are you?
Yeah, well, I know the bloody script, don't I? Yes, sir. No, sir. 3 bloody bags full, sir.
You don't go against the Gov, rule number 1. You know, Taff, if he says it was 4 murders and a suicide, you better accept it unless you've got evidence, which you haven't.
Are we here to catch villains or not, eh?
Reading the jobs page again then, Sarge?
I don't bloody believe this. It won't be so funny if I'm right, though, will it, eh?
And the police told me that Uncle Neville was forced at gunpoint down here, and then he and Sheila came through here.
It's incredible.
Do you think they want all this stuff removed, Dad?
Huh?
Sorry, you carry on.
You know, the police told me that there must have been one hell of a struggle. The floor was in a terrible mess. There was blood and sugar all over the place.
Where did Jeremy leave the rifle?
Over there. And that's where they found Uncle Neville.
Good Lord. How were these marks made?
The rifle, apparently.
Yeah, it must have been a hell of a fight.
This is the silencer for the gun.
Well, the police know it wasn't attached.
Well, how come the whole family weren't alerted then? I mean, come on, you're lying in bed, you hear a shot inside the house, you don't bloody well just lie there waiting for the next one, do you?
You know, that adds up. I mean, none of the farm workers heard anything, and they're only, what, 100 yards away?
Where did you find that silencer?
It's in the cupboard with the other stuff. Do you know what? The sights are in there as well.
Yeah, well, Jeremy said that Uncle Neville took them off.
Why would he do that? It takes ages to put them back on again. Anyway, that gun is only ever used for shooting rabbits. The only reason you would take the sights off is if you knew that it was going to be used for close range work.
So, what we're supposed to believe is Sheila goes crazy, no one hears a thing, the family do nothing while the whole house is blasted apart. Neville doesn't phone 999, but decides to phone Jeremy while all this is going on. Sheila shoots everyone. Oh, and takes on a man twice her size in a ferocious fight, and then kills herself.
There's paint on the end of this.
Hmm? Actually, you know, that looks like...
Don't touch it.
I think the police should know about this.
Come on, I mean, she rampaged around the house, loaded over 20 rounds of ammunition without even, you know, scuffing a nail or getting a scratch on her.
That's what the evidence tells us.
Well, what about this then? I told the family we'd have it looked at.
What if it was still on the gun? What does that prove, eh? She puts it back in the cupboard, then shoots herself. You letting this get to you, Stan?
Yeah? And what happens if it turns out that the red stain is blood?
What red stain?
That red stain.
That could be rabbit blood.
And what if it's her blood? Because if we can prove it was used on her, then how did it find its way back into the cupboard?
All right. I'll see what forensics have to say.
Oh, yeah. Do we know what order they died in?
We're not sure. Why'd you ask?
Well, my friend Jeremy is very keen to know. Seems it affects his inheritance.
Don't let her get to you.
That's what they want.
Hello?
Hi. I was just telling Julie. Strange being invited to my own house.
I didn't mean it like that. Just thought that while we were here clearing up, it'd be nice to see you.
Hello, Uncle Bobby. You remember Julie?
Yes, of course.
Hello, sir.
Well, do you want me to show you around on your own?
I thought you'd invited us for coffee.
But don't you want to know what happened?
No, I don't, actually. Look, don't you think all this is a bit morbid? I'm trying to face facts. You're upsetting Julie as well.
Sorry.
Well, we don't want to force this on you. We presumed you'd want to know.
Don't know why I've got to do this. I'm quite happy to accept what the police have said without dwelling on the gruesome details.
Jeremy, you've got to face the house sometime. It's better to do it with your family round you, I would have thought.
I feel awful. Do I have to?
Come on. I've changed all the furniture around in there anyway. It'd be all right.
I can't.
Well, we know how difficult it is for you, but it's something we all have to cope with.
No, not in there.
Is there something about that particular room?
It was the twins' room.
Come on. Come on, come in with me. Come on.
So what exactly happened in here? Hey, what's happened to all the pictures? Jesus, there's loads of things missing. Where's the silver tray?
The executors asked us to remove all the valuables for safekeeping.
I don't want anyone touching my things. I don't care who the hell you are. You've got no bloody right.
Jeremy, I can vouch for the fact that nobody has touched anything they shouldn't have done.
Sheila Cafel's appearance suggested that her wounds had been by her own hand, and a post-mortem examination confirmed this, although inquiries into the incident are still being conducted. We have no objection to the bodies being released to relatives.
The court's sympathy is obviously with the bereaved. As the police have no objections, I can release the bodies of the deceased into the custody of next of kin, so that they may receive proper and decent funeral without unnecessary delay. The court is now adjourned.
Where's the justice in this? What's going on, for God's sake?
Julie! Julie, what have you done with the bloody scissors?
These ones?
Give us a hand, will you?
Sure. You're going to have to cut down on the fast living.
And do you think I look suitably sombre for a funeral?
Oh, yeah, very suitable.
I can't find Pest. He won't come when I call him.
I wouldn't bother about him.
For Christ's sake, stop messing around. We're leaving in 10 minutes.
I was only trying to feed him before we left.
Yeah, well, you won't have to bother anymore.
Why?
He's been put down. He's getting vicious and the vet said it was for the best. So, there we go.
But why? I would have looked after him.
I'm not being late. Come on.
I'm not going.
Oh, don't be silly. It's just nerves.
I said I'm not going. I can't.
Please. I need you there. I can't go through it alone.
He's going with you.
Oh, come on. You know what I mean.
Hurry up, you lovebirds. The car's here. Everyone's waiting.
How much longer is he staying?
Just a few days. He's just passing through. Please get ready. Please. I don't think I could go through it without you. I need you. Like a pack of vultures, look at them. All waiting to see what they're going to get out of it. They think they're going to get the bloody thing, they must be joking.
Sheila found no physical security against distress, but eternal security may still be hers. Love does not keep a family record of wrongs. We must pray for God's mercy for Sheila. It is with great sadness that a community, a small community like ours, can lose 5 dear members of a family in such a tragic way. Our hearts go out to the bereaved, to the family who must be left wondering why such sadness can be allowed to happen in our world today.
Any comments? Any comments? Wait, go this way.
Where?
Please, please.
Hey, that's enough. That's enough, please.
Oh, careful. You're going to knock 500 quid off the value of that.
Tough, it's not worth 450. Give us a hand in.
Oh, bloody hell. Uncle Bobby. So, is David giving me the money or you?
Well, he said you'd agreed a price, but I don't think I've got enough cash on me today.
That's all right. You can leave it till later.
You've got a full load there.
It's going up to London. Sotheby's.
Do you think? It's a laugh, isn't it?
He could easily have cycled back to the farm once he'd made a show of having left by car. I also think he could have been wearing his wetsuit.
Oh, God, that's horrible.
I know, dear, but it would explain why he was very keen to go windsurfing just a few days after the murders.
We're not getting anywhere, are we, Dad?
I don't know what more we can do. And Jeremy's going abroad soon. If we can't find something definite, well, I fear he may well get away with it.
Shit. Do you think it'll come off?
Stop complaining. So why didn't you get a flat in London too?
My parents gave Sheila whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted. It's a decent enough place while we're in town.
It's very nice. How long was she here?
A few years. Complete waste of bloody time giving her this place.
You didn't like your sister much, did you?
She wasn't my sister. We're both adopted. Tell your editor they're worth every penny.
And they're exclusive.
Yeah, at the moment. But there's quite a bit of interest from other papers. They were taken a couple of years ago, when Sheila was into topless sunbathing.
Why are you selling them?
Because I can. I've even hoovered the drawers. It was mostly junk, but it's all there.
But I told you I was coming.
I'm sorry, but I've got to get it sorted. It's going to be my base. Well, for a while.
But I told you I wanted to clear their room myself. Are these all the photos? There were hundreds.
You can have those.
What about her modelling portfolio?
I'm hanging on to that. I want to keep the famous shots for myself. You really must hate her. What sort of person would do what she did?
Can't you leave it? She was a good mother. She really loved Daniel and Nicholas.
Oh, sure. What about when she beat them?
Oh, that's rubbish. She never touched them. If she had, I would have known about it.
It was all over the papers.
So that makes it true, does it? I just wonder who would want to tell such lies about Sheila.
Let's have another. Oi, hello
I'm sorry. Can I pick you up tomorrow night? Sorry, it's difficult to hear.
I thought you'd forgotten I was here. I unpacked and everything.
What? Look, we've just nipped out for a bite to eat. I'm missing you.
So what am I supposed to do? I've been waiting for you for ages.
I know, but it's been non-stop. Look, I really must dash. I'll pick you up tomorrow at 5. We'll eat Italian. Love you, hon. Do you love me?
Yes.
In the jungle, Srinacha, belief in the magic that kills is
Do we have to go?
I said we'd be there.
You didn't even ask me. I thought we were having a quiet meal, just the two of us.
Well, I said I'm going.
I can't go to parties anymore.
I'm getting fed up of this. Lighten up. It used to be fun. Hi. Oh, hi. No, it's fine. Well, yeah, of course you can. Yeah, you can come with me. No, she's not. Honestly. Why should I? She doesn't want to. Chris, how dare you? Look, she's an old friend. Who the hell do you think you are?
I'm beginning to wonder.
What is wrong with you? She just split up with her boyfriend, for Christ's sake. She's got nowhere else to stay. Hi. Yeah, sorry. You know what it's like. Yeah, well, yeah, me too. You bloody bitch. You've broken the only mirror in the house.
Don't you dare hit me! God, I hate you! You're the most selfish, conceited, arrogant. I can't go on like this any longer. You've got everything. Everything you ever wanted, and I'm paying the price.
Nothing is going to bring them back. So what are you talking about?
Jeremy, I'm carrying the guilt for both of us. No one can be expected to live for the rest of their life with that.
What are you saying? Help me, Julie. My life's in your hands. You're my best friend. The only friend I've ever had.
And look what you've done to me.
But you do think Jeremy's involved?
Look, what I think don't matter. What my governor says, well, that's something else. The official line is still 4 murders and a suicide.
And that's it. No matter what facts or evidence comes to light, your governor still sticks to the official line. Sergeant Jones, 5 of my family are dead. People we loved dearly. People who loved us.
I'm sorry, but I'm doing what I can, believe me.
What's happened about the silencer?
Well, still waiting.
Neville Bamber was a magistrate. That's an irony, isn't it? He believed in British justice.
I believe in justice too.
So what does your governor believe in?
Julie.
I've got something to tell you.
Following Julie's statement, Chief Inspector Taft Jones was taken off the case, and the inquiry became a full murder investigation. Forensic examination of the silencer eventually revealed Sheila Cathell's blood deep inside the baffles. Detective Sergeant Stan Jones arrested Bamber on his return from Saint-Tropez and played a key role in preparing the case against him. At his trial, Bamber was found guilty of the murder of his family. The judge told him, "You are evil beyond belief," and sentenced him to serve not less than 25 years. Colin Cathell is now a therapist, helping others recover from similar emotional traumas. Julie Mugford qualified as a teacher and now lives abroad.